Hey everybody, this is Deborah Capaccio. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I am here to share with you some revolutionary research I have been working on for years. And basically, it's going to shift how you think about losing weight and keeping it off. I'm passionate about it. It is becoming my purpose to spread the word. So if you want to be fit forever and feel sexy for good, you want the real deal, something that lasts, something that's legit, just hang with me for the next 45 minutes. I think that you're going to be really surprised. So let's dive in. So, who is this for? Well, this is for a busy woman, are there any other kind, who have been unable to lose weight and keep it off. So, those of us who have yo yo dieted, or as we aged and, we hit menopause or perimenopause, our habits that we used to get away with, we can't anymore. And we kind of lose weight and we gain it back, and sometimes we gain back even more. This is for women who have sort of put everyone else's needs before their own, and they just feel out of control with their health and wellness and don't know where to turn. This is going to be for women who have had a lifelong battle or a recent one with weight. So if you've had a baby and you just have those 20 pounds a year later and you don't know what's going on, this is going to be for you. And this is also for anyone who's lost weight already and they're kind of at a loss, like, I don't really know what to do now. Every time in the past, I've gone ahead and gained that weight back. This is for anyone with difficulty forming positive habits and feeling stuck, whether or not it involves weight loss. So, don't tell anyone, but you're going to be able to apply these principles to all areas of your life that you struggle in. So in the next 45 minutes, this is what we're going to cover. We're going to cover how to break the weight loss, weight gain cycle forever, how to never have to start a diet again on a Monday for the 100th time. We've all been there. How to keep the weight off easily without feelings of overwhelm and self-sabotage. How to feel amazing in your skin, you guys, for good. Why current diets will fail you every single time, why you shouldn't even consider your body before looking into your brain, how you don't need to be motivated for success, why getting crystal clear on what you're gaining is vital for success, and how our clients are absolutely crushing their goals. I'm super excited. So my promise to you today is to help you learn how to lose weight, keep it off forever, so you can say, I am a fit person. I used my brain first and my body followed. And it kind of makes sense. Just stick with me here. But before we go any further, I just want to go over a couple house rules. So you need to understand that this is not a quick fix or a fad. It is not that. It is not that. It is a transformational process that will last you a lifetime. So if you put some work in on the front end with me, you will not be sorry. You will get results that last a lifetime. And that you are 100% responsible for your own success. So no victims here. You are willing to get to work and do what needs to be done with this cycle from hell. Okay, so before we go any further, I just want to check in with you and kind of see where you're at, because I want to know if any of these kind of scenarios sound like you. This was how I felt, and so many of my clients did. So for the next part of the presentation, I encourage you to kind of go to a quiet space, put on headphones. If you need to pause this and come back, no problem. But I really want you to take the next few minutes to hear these scenarios and get honest with yourself. So I'm going to ask you, are you at the point that you are so uncomfortable in your own skin that you avoid looking at yourself in a full-length mirror for fear of what you will see? Do you feel like people are silently judging you and calling you names behind your back while you're at work? Ooh, she's put on a lot of weight, or she gained all that weight back that she lost in the fall. Do you feel like the fat friend? Do you ever wake up after a night of quote unquote bad eating and call yourself terrible names like cow, lazy, or pig because you are so mad at yourself that you cheated on your diet again? Does feeling overweight make you feel less desirable and unattractive to your partner? Do you pull away? Do you feel like you never want the lights on during intimate time? And if you're single, does it make you feel like you'll never find a partner, or at least one that is worthy of you? Have you ever experienced physical pain from your added weight, like back pain or knee pain, and it's prevented you from doing the things that you love and going out? And if someone invites you on a hike and you're like, I don't think I can do it, my knees won't take it. Are you at the point where you only wear yoga pants and loose fitting clothing because you refuse to go up a size in jeans and you want to avoid the humiliation? And have you ever canceled a social engagement? You pulled out all your clothes getting ready and you hated how all of them looked and you were like, forget it, I'm not going? Do you secretly feel like a failure or a loser? And what's wrong with me? Why did I screw up again? And you may end up alone because you haven't been able to get your weight under control. We have been there. I, Deborah, have been there too. And we can help. If any of this sounds like you, I have good news, okay? None of these things, you guys, none of them is the real problem. They are just symptoms of a problem. The real problem is you haven't made the shifts. You haven't been taught them. Nobody talks about these. And this is the issue, and I am so excited. But before we dive into what they are, I first just want to talk about what happens when you make them. This gets me all fired up. This is Julie. She's one of my clients. We'll meet her a bit later, but she made the shifts and oh my God, she didn't always look like this. You are going to finally be free from the weight loss, weight gain cycle from hell. You will no longer feel like a failure. You'll understand it wasn't you. You can eat for pleasure without fear of sabotage. You're going to have a lifestyle of dining out, traveling, holidays without guilt. You will have a game plan. You will be able to enjoy. You will escape from the world of fad diets that don't work. And you're going to end up saving more money in the end because you have a final solution and you're going to save a whole lot of time, energy, and frustration. And like I said, you're going to realize it was never you that was the failure. I think that's like the best part of this whole thing. You are a badass and you're never starting a diet again on a Monday. And you're going to free up this energy and tap into a self-confidence you never knew was there. That's going to allow you to kind of be like, what the heck else can I do? And you're going to go full throttle into the pursuit of your passions, serving out your purpose. This is what happened to me and why I'm talking to you and many of my clients. And you're going to finally reclaim what I call your sparkle. You're going to see later a picture of me before, and you can just see it in my eyes and when I got my sparkle back. And that is what you are going to get. Okay, before we go any further, let me just take 2 seconds to introduce myself so you kind of know who I am and if and why you should even listen to me. So I'm Deborah Capaccio, and I started my own journey in 2018, and I've been helping women lose weight and keeping it off for the past few years. I walk the walk. I practice what I preach every single day, and that's simply why I'm at where I'm at today, and it works. I'm also a physical therapist with 22 years of experience, and I have a college degree in psychology, so the brain-body connection was meant to happen. I have a thorough knowledge and understanding of the human body, and I know how to maximize its function for overall health, actually. I'm obsessed with brains. I've always watched the ID channel and been like, why do people kill people? The brain first, body second kind of approach hit me a few months ago, and it is life-changing. And I actually have a very unique way of coaching from what my clients tell me. I really allow my clients to feel safe, heard, and accepted while keeping them accountable and helping them to achieve their goals. And I really believe, you guys, that I have developed a no-fail formula for you, and it will give you lasting success in any area of your life. So, all right. Oh, and this is my family. That's my husband, David. He's a physician, and he actually takes part in our program, and he provides a lot of key information on preventative medicine and health. And my beautiful teenage son, Aiden, who is a music producer, high school student, and video game enthusiast, unfortunately. All right, so we're gonna discover the shift. Let's dive in here. So, there are 5 key shifts you must make to lose weight and keep it off so you can be fit forever and feel sexy for good. You're going to use our revolutionary process called I Am a Fit Person, Brain First, Body Second. You will go from feeling fat and lazy to being fit and energetic for good. Guys, let me just take a second to tell you how I discovered these shifts. I think it's really, really important. As I said, my journey started about 2 years ago. I was at a really, really low point. I was gaining weight. I was depressed. I was anxious. I was drinking too much. And through a lot of trial and error, I kind of figured out a way to get in the best physical shape of my life and start a mental transformation at the same time. And I felt compelled to help women do it. And I became a coach for hundreds of women. But what I found was only about 20% were losing the weight and keeping it off like I was. And I was like, what is going on? And the bottom 80% were not. And this really bothered me. And so what I started doing over the past year was diving down into the research, and I realized the top 20% had undergone the mental shifts that I had in order to be successful pretty much in all areas of their life, or they had started to without even realizing it. And so once I was able to identify that and then research even further and refine it, I was able to package this incredible transformation program for you all called I Am a Fit Person, Brain First, Body Second. All right, we're diving in. Shift number 1. All right, biggest roadblock, biggest myth out there is that our diet is 80% of our results. Our diet is not 80% of our results, okay? Current diets get you to lose weight. They don't teach you how to keep the weight off, okay? You really have to think about that. Losing weight and keeping it off are 2 different things. Do you know anyone who prefers to gain weight after they've lost it? I don't. And so we're really missing the mark here. In fact, studies are showing that 4 out of 5 people who lose weight will gain it back. Most who frequently dieted gain back even more. So not only did they waste their time, their energy, and money, they ended up gaining more weight in the end. What I found was the most successful clients, including myself, focused 80% on how to keep the weight off using specific brain strategies versus focusing on losing the weight alone. So I want you to really think about this for a second. And you might say, well, like what brain strategies? What do you mean? What do you mean? We're going to dive a little bit more deeper into it. And of course, during the course, you learn all about it. But it's a mental shift. It's not really the diet. Diets in general will get you to lose weight. Most of them work. It's calories in, calories out. But it's what happens after. So I want to just show you this case study of one of my clients named Jody who made this mental shift. She came to me in her early 40s, a busy mom of 3. Unfortunately, she had undergone cancer, but thank God she is in recovery. She was at a very low point, had barely left her house in a year, inactive, and had gained weight. And she wanted to join me, but she said, but what if I stop the program? Will I gain the weight back? And I realized she didn't understand the mental shift she needed to make, that it really wasn't about the actual program, but it was going to be about how she processed the information about herself and going forward. And once she did, she was able to lose 18 pounds. She said, my body has definitely changed. I'm down a size in my clothes. I love it. I've never felt so motivated. And it's been quite a while. I'm not even sure how long. She's crushing it every single day. So she's an amazing, amazing example of shift. Number one, it is not going to be about the diet, you guys. It is not. Okay, shift number two, be a copycat. All right, so what the heck am I talking? Look at this lovely lady in the picture. Well, what is she doing? She's teaching. She's probably teaching, coaching. So one of the best things I learned on my journey early was to be coachable. So most of us are crappy listeners. So if you see someone and say, wow, she looks fantastic. Hey, what did you do to lose all that weight? How did you get in good shape? And then they tell you, and then you decide that that's too hard. So you're not going to do all that, but you'll take one or two things of what they did. Then you don't get the results and you say, well, what they told me didn't work. I wonder if this sounds familiar. I have been there. What being coachable means is you're going to decide if you can trust those who have what you want. So-and-so has a rockin' body. Their life looks like it's going pretty well. You're curious, how did they do it? Can I trust this person? Are they a snake oil saleswoman? If they are not, and you think you can trust them, then you're going to listen to them. And you're really going to listen with two ears completely and thoroughly. And then you're going to copy precisely what they tell you that you have to do to get what they have. And then you're just going to do it and you're not going to complain. So the way that I have become successful in my own wellness journey and now in my business is I started looking to role models in fitness, in health, and in business in my area. And I studied what the best of the best did and do, and I mimic it. I am a copycat of what they do. Of course, we make things our own, and you know I don't mean that. But this is a key piece. So when you're deciding to join a team and you're buying into something and you believe it, your part is to be coachable. So that's shift number two. Karen is a wonderful example of being coachable. Karen came to me already fit and healthy. She was preloaded, meaning she had excellent health and fitness knowledge, but she had kind of seen my success on social media and she was curious as to what I was doing. She had an open mind. She trusted me. She listened to me. She copied exactly what I told her to do. She did it and she loved her results. That's a great example of being coachable. Even when you already have some information on a topic, you might not be doing it exactly the way this person is. And I encourage you to listen closely and follow along. All right, shift number 3, you guys. This is the secret sauce, the 20 years of research over time, even when I didn't realize I was researching, but I was, to develop this incredible program for you that is called I Am a Fit Person, Brain First, Body Second. Deborah, what in the heck are you talking about? When you follow this revolutionary process, step by step as it is laid out, by the end, you become a fit person in your brain first, and your body naturally follows. It is an amazing, amazing kind of thing that occurs. All right. So how? Let's just go ahead. All right, let's talk about the old way so we kind of are on the same page first. So the old way, kind of like what I was talking about in shift 1, is you say, I need to lose weight, and you're bombarded by 8,000 diets and exercise programs. You choose one. It could be one you've done 1,000 times before. It could be a new one. I have chosen a diet and exercise program that has worked wonderfully for me, and I stick to it. And you can always ask me which one that is, but that was only one part of the process. So you're going to choose your diet and exercise program, and if you follow it to a T, you're going to lose weight. And then you're going to gain it all back. And you're going to go up and around, and you're going to say, I need to lose weight. And you are going to get sadder and more tired and more frustrated day after day, month after month, year after year. And you're going to say, what in the hell is wrong with you? And I don't want to underestimate this importance. The self-esteem that is sacrificed when we F up on a diet and gain weight back is so damaging. There are eating disorders that develop. The self-talk that I was using earlier were words I have said. These were words my clients messaged me. I am a pig. I am a loser. I'm a fat cow. Jarring words from years and years of quote unquote failing at diets. I really want to take a moment for you to understand why we are in the crisis that we are in and why we need to stop it. This is hope. This is the new way. The piece that we have been missing is understanding our brain and how it works. First and foremost, who do we believe that we actually are? So we are kind of programmed. If you think of your brain as a computer, from an early age, especially up until age 8, we receive information, mostly from our home environment, that tells us who we are. If we received ongoing information that we are fat, that food in our household is an enemy, that our mother was a chronic dieter, that our father said mean things about fat women, we are going to have some beliefs when it comes to food that are going to translate into our habits and our belief in our ability to be fit and healthy. So we first need to address how we think about our body image, about our ability to stick to things, if we think we're worthy. I can go on, in which I do. That is the basis. Then once we identify, and it really is eye-opening when you realize what you have been telling yourself subconsciously about your body, consciously and sometimes subconsciously about your beliefs, you realize until we change this identity we hold, we will always sabotage ourselves. Because at the heart of it, it's who we think we are or are not. I will always be heavy. My family comes from a long line of obese people. It's just who we are. Okay? So whatever your definition is where you need to start if you've been struggling with your weight. Then we look at how we change. We reprogram our brain through a very specific set of processes that are not difficult, that are amazingly easy. And then we start to look at habits, our habit formation. What habits do we have now that are terrible? How do we get rid of them? Why have they been so hard to shake? Because we haven't understood how our brains and our subconscious mind have replayed those pathways probably since childhood. So we need to get rid of bad habits around food, form new habits around food, and we're going to train your brain in habit formation. Are you seeing the brain? So far we have 3 levels of brain and we haven't even touched a diet. Now in week 4, we start to look at diet and exercise. Only in week 4. Okay, this is actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is roughly kind of how the course goes, but it's not exactly. Then we start to look at our environment and we look at who we are hanging with, who is sabotaging us, who is the person that is judging us, who is the person who says you could never do that. Good luck on your diet Monday. Snicker, snicker. Who's the person who says, go for it? You can do it. Do you have one person who says that? Is your family sabotaging you? Is your pantry filled with junk food? Do they laugh at you when you start a diet again? These are very important things that we look at and we strategize even in the most complicated environments. And then we take this all this information that we've ingrained in these new habits and this new understanding and reprogramming, and we translate it into how it fits into our real world where we understand how to travel and have holidays and dining out and all these things. Doesn't matter. My clients are living proof. You can do this when you go about it the right way. And it is so exciting. And then you become fit forever and you feel sexy for good and you're smiling and you're so happy. So just to recap, the old way doesn't work. You're going to have plummeting self-esteem, exhaustion, wasted time, impatience with your family members. You're going to waste money, aggravation and frustration, increased stress hormones, which leads to more weight gain. And you will remain in the cycle of from hell. So if you choose not to examine your brain and you think that I'm hokey pokey weirdo, this is out there, what is she talking about? That is fine. We are still friends, but it won't work. You need to fix how you are thinking first. So along with the incredible revolutionary I'm a Fit Person, Body First, Brain Second, another essential piece is coaching you with what I call compathness. I invented this word, okay? I did. And what it is, it's being able to help you with the appropriate doses of compassion, empathy, and toughness. Knowing that each client is an individual. Each person comes with different personality types. Some people need a little more of the toughness and a little less compassion, and some need a lot of empathy and just a little bit of toughness. And this is a skill that you really, really want from your coach so that they can guide you along in the best, most effective way. Again, recapping all of these processes along with compathness coaching is really going to get you exactly where you want to be, which is to be fit and healthy and just have that going in background, like a background app that's running. You don't have to think about it. You can think about other things. Can you imagine? Oh. So case study Julie. Julie you saw earlier. Julie on the left 3 photos was before she met me. And then on the right, look at her. Okay, so Julie came to me at 47, full-time dentist, mother. She had a horrible car accident 25 years ago and had 25 surgeries. She was overweight, tired, depressed at the lowest point. She made the shifts, and I mean, look at her. Not only does she look absolutely unbelievable, she is sparkling. And this is what she said. She said, before I started working with Deborah, I was overweight, depressed, hopeless. I'd gained weight over the 25 surgeries, and she has since lost 30 pounds. She's adapted to eating well all the time, almost 2 years in, and she's almost 50. I still can't believe this is me. I have my sparkle back. I'm so happy for her, and she inspires me every day. And by the way, when you join us, then you get to be part of our amazing online community, and you have the most amazing support. So yay, Julie. Okay, let's recap. Shift number 1, diet is not 80% of your results. Be a copycat. I am a fit person, brain first, body second. What if I get this wrong? Well, I already just told you. You'll be back in the cycle from hell, and why would you want to do that? All right. So what if you want even better results? So I'm going to talk about shift 4, and I call this focus on the negative, but really what it means is unraveling this motivation myth that says I have to be motivated to exercise and I'm just not motivated, so I never stick to anything. What you're going to learn in our habit formation and our subconscious reprogramming is that motivation is going to fluctuate depending on your mood. So we can't rely on it for results. And we have really specific strategies to get around this that work. Now, I am the best case study. I actually hate exercising, you guys, and I'm a freaking wellness coach. But, and this was the number one reason I kept quitting, because I wouldn't be in the mood. So I wouldn't go to the gym and I wouldn't work out. But today, after almost 3 years, I have never skipped a workout due to being unmotivated, ever. Have I skipped a workout because I was sick or I was traveling? Yes, even when I travel, but then I double up. But I've never skipped because I didn't feel like it. I used my training on habits as my tool, and it works. It is life changing. And yeah, I still hate working out, but guess what? I still do it, and I look really good, I think, for almost 50. And all the benefits that come with exercising every day just show. So really, really excited to share that with you, and how motivation is a myth. Our last shift, you guys, we're getting there, is getting crystal clear on the value of what you are gaining. And this is really, really important, because there are going to be times that the going gets tough and you want to quit, especially early on. And like I said, this is not a quick fix. This takes some work. It's so worth it, but the front end can be a lot. And so we have to come back to saying, what am I gaining if I really see this through? You are gaining longevity. You can either be the woman crouching over, or you could be the woman kneeling on the ball, so that you can enjoy a lifelong of amazing experiences with your children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren. Modeling the most amazing, healthy mind and body behaviors for your kids. What are your kids seeing you doing every day? And there's no judgment here. It's just where we're at. Do your kids see you sitting on the couch, eating a bag of chips, feeling kind of depressed, with no sparkle in your eye? What are we teaching our kids? That's what this is worth. Our kids saying, Mommy exercises every single day. Mommy looks happy. That's what this will give you. And then that lasting relationships with either a romantic partner, our friendships are better. When we feel insecure and not our best, we isolate, we retreat, or we lash out. It's one of the three or all three of them. When we feel confident in our skin and we feel clear and we've let go of these terrible, terrible lies of limiting beliefs, the relationships that follow are the best relationships you will ever have in your life. And who knows who you'll meet? New people. And so I ask you, what is this worth to you? You're going to save money. If you put in the money now and get it right, you're going to save yourself a treadmill that catches dust, whatever it is. You're going to save money in the end. And that's just an added bonus. All right, guys, we went over a lot. So let's kind of recap what I promised. I promised I would go over how to break the weight loss, weight gain cycle forever, how to never have to start a diet again on Monday for the 100th time, how to keep the weight off easily without feelings of overwhelm and self-sabotage, how to feel amazing in your skin, why current diets fail, why you shouldn't even consider your body before looking into your brain, how you don't need to be motivated for success, and why getting crystal clear on what you are gaining is vital so that you don't quit, and how our clients are crushing their goals. So what you need to succeed, well, it's the 5 mental shifts. Not about the diet, being coachable, doing the I am a fit person, brain first, body second, transformational program, understanding that motivation is just a myth, and getting crystal clear on why you're doing what you're doing so that you stay focused and you don't quit early. All right, guys, so here we are, and now you're kind of like thinking about everything I said, wondering if I'm bat bleep crazy, and that's all good, but now you have you can either take the info and do nothing, and you can kind of keep feeling uncomfortable in your skin. You can hide behind baggy clothes so that no one, including you, gets to really see who you are and who you are capable of being. Your absolute best version. Who is that person? I'm sure she's a better partner. I'm sure she's a better friend, a coworker. I'm sure there is so much she hasn't accomplished yet because she just feels like crap. Or maybe this works and say, I want to choose to be free of this nonsense. You're going to feel so sexy and vibrant that people are going to be like, what are you up to? There's something different about you. What are you doing? And if that's your choice, well, I'm really, 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 really excited because I just can't wait to meet you. And I want to tell you what I have for you. So, all right, in the next 48 hours, my little readers are going to be on standby because I'm blind. I've set up some time to speak to you personally about how you can apply these shifts today. Any challenges or obstacles you are facing, I've seen it. I've worked with hundreds of women, and I come with some baggage myself. On the session, I will work with you using my compactness coaching to create a step-by-step game plan to help you hit those goals, whatever they may be. The cost of the call is completely free. And if this is for you, fantastic. And if it's not, that is okay too, because it's not going to be for everyone. And I want to just quickly remind everyone who this is going to be for. This is going to be for someone with an open mind, someone who is willing to kind of look at the subconscious and really say, all right, what's this about? They're going to be open to coaching and mentoring, just like we talked about. They're really, really ready to invest in themselves and really say, you know what is more important than my mental and physical health? And this is also for someone who is willing to work their tail off. All of these is a winning formula. Why am I doing this? Because I understand personally the pain of feeling out of control and having lost my sparkle. So if you look at these two pictures, I was never morbidly obese, you guys. I was probably about 15, 20 pounds, a little heavier than I needed to be. But if you look at my eyes, it makes me actually want to cry a little bit. In the top picture, they were dead. And then you look at me from last week. You can't fake that. You cannot fake that. And I want that for you. This is what it feels like to have your sparkle back at age 49. This program will reverse age you. The top photo is 46. And it's just priceless. And I want to help you stop your suffering. After years of struggle, I've had a lot. I had an abusive father. I went through a divorce, blended family, eating disorders, 3 back surgeries. I found my way back, and I'm honestly in the best mental and physical health of my life. I have done all the legwork for you. I'm proud that I have because I have benefited, but I realized my purpose is to hand this over to all of you and share it. And I'm ecstatic. And I just know you will go from those awful words of feeling fat and lazy to becoming fit and energetic for life. So now, all right, guys, you're going to go to getyoursparklebackgirl.com/apply now. Spaces are limited, so you really need to hurry up and sign up now. So there should be a button on the side of this webinar. Go ahead and click that, and then it'll take you to a calendar. You're going to grab any convenient appointment time that works for you. Then there's a really quick application so I can get to know you before our call. And then we're just going to hop on the best 45-minute call. We're going to dig in deep, and we're going to see if I can't help you. I believe that I can. Guys, thank you so, so much for your time. I'm just honored to be able to share this information with you. But before I go, I just want to share one last story of one of my clients with you. This is the story of Jen. Okay, you guys, Jen came to me I think 3 years ago, at the age of 44, she was really quite obese. Her doctor had been threatening to put her on cholesterol meds. She was a borderline diabetic. Her knees were aching. And she worked as an occupational therapist in preventative health. And the most devastating thing she said to me was that she felt like a fraud when she was teaching her patients health strategies, being as overweight as she was. She said her clients used to stare at her like, "Why are you telling me this?" Well, Jen made the shifts and she joined me. And 2 years later, she has lost 35.8 pounds. She never needed to go on any medication. Her knee pain is improved. She went down 5 points of her BMI. And the best part is she has a newfound confidence and respect from her clients. That gives her more satisfaction than anything. Her life trajectory truly has changed. So, anyway, guys, thank you again for your time. Don't forget, go to getyoursparklebackgirl.com/apply now. Spaces are limited, and I cannot wait to speak to you soon. Take care.